Good day, folks. It's Tony Fortunato from the technology firm. I've put a few videos out on things that we do in the class that I'm putting on. It's also things I do on the road, presentations, workshops, all that kind of stuff. Now, one thing is tools, right? So I show people all the free stuff that I use. I introduce you some of the commercial stuff that I always recommend people have on in their toolboxes. And when we get to Wireshark, one of the biggest questions I get asked, most common question is, hey, how do you install this thing remotely? There's a million ways to do this, right? It all depends on your expertise, knowledge, level of access you have to these machines. But the most common way I'm going to say that we want to install it is just to install Wireshark on a remote machine. Then you can remote desktop into it or ask the client to do something for you, or just write a batch file and tshark and then capture something. So here we go. We're going to install Wireshark silently. All right. So I've downloaded two files here, and you'll find out why in just a moment. So if I just do dir, it's Windows machine, obviously, right? And I've got npcap and I've got the Wireshark installer, right? 64-bit installer. So if I was just to simply run the installer, it'd prompt me with a GUI and all that good stuff. Well, I don't want to do that. So first thing I want to do is introduce you to a Windows command that you may or may not know about. It's called task list, and it shows you all the tasks running currently on the machine. And then we have a bar or a pipe, and then find space, double quote, capital W, lowercase IRE, double quote. So find wire. And wire is obviously part of this file name. See that? So I don't have to type the whole thing in, just a part of it. And when you hit enter, it's going to go and show you the task list. It should not be running because we haven't run the installer yet. So now we're going to run the installer, and it's just /S. In class, I show people a lot of the installation options. If you want to use the command line stuff, there's a desktop option, quick launch option. Oh my goodness. Quick launch icon option. There we go. There's a couple other ones. I'm not going to get into that. So we're just going to do a /S right now and hit enter. Now, depending again on the access that you have to your computer, you might be prompted with a UAC, right? You might not. And then off you go to the races. Well, the biggest issue now is this client sitting there going, okay, it's done, right? And the answer is, no, it's not done. Hold on a sec. Let's do that task list command again. And you'll see that it is running in the background. So it's kind of nice to know. You can also just right click on the bar and bring up your task manager. I just find this a lot easier and quicker. And we just wait, right? In the background, you might see an icon or two flash because, again, the desktop icon will be created by default, right? We did not override that. And we wait, and look, see, now it's done, right? So when it's done, we can simply run Wireshark. So let me show you something here. Program files, Wireshark, enter. And again, I just do the command line. I find it much easier. And then we get this error message. So we can't load npcap, right? npcap's not installed. And this becomes a problem because now we can't capture packets. So now what do? Well, this is why the other file in this folder is npcap. Now, unfortunately, the free version of npcap will not support the /S option that we had in Wireshark. So this requires you to hit enter, I think it's 4 times. It's not that bad. People can actually script this or wrap an installer around it or a package installer, whatever you want to do. There's again, dozens of ways to get around this, but this is not that bad, right? Just enter, enter, enter. It's done, right? So again, if I launch Wireshark now, it's going to launch. It's going to look from there, my interfaces. So that means from the command line, you can run things like tshark, right? And get a dump. Oh, I did something wrong here. Oh, there it is. And it shows me a list of the adapters that I have, and then you can do tshark, dump cap, whatever you want to do. And it's just that easy, right? So if you've never been through it, you might spin your wheels on this for a while and become totally, I'm going to say, frustrated. But it's not that bad. So now we're in good shape. We can capture packets remotely, and off we go to the races. So I hope that helped. Have a good day. Bye for now.